Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop. Today is Wednesday, January 17, 2024. Boy, I have, it appears, some chili on my hat. Yes, indeed I do, neighbors. I must have thrown my hat on the table while I was putting the chili away, and it must have hit the utensil that I had been scooping the chili with. But it's cold out here, so I'm going to put it back on for now. I have on my bench, you guys like how messy this channel is, you know me. We're not editing it yet. I have on my bench a Stihl MS290 from Neighbor Hayes. You guys have recently seen his MS291 on the channel. With that saw, we rebuilt it, but we removed transfer from the cylinder. And I did the disassembly for you guys. No, I'm sorry, you guys didn't get the disassembly. That was a members only. I did the assembly, and then I did a couple of videos of Will It Be Redeemed. As of the moment right now, that's not up on the internet, but no fret, it's scheduled for tomorrow and Friday. So you'll see that before you see this. Neighbor Hayes is very pleased with the way his saw is running. We had some concerns initially because it just was dying in the cut after the rebuild, but we removed them restrictors from the carburetor, turned it up because it was only able to go up to 10.5. And so we turned that bad boy up, and it's been running great. He had initially told me a couple days after picking it up he had run at least 5 tanks through it, and it was cutting wonderfully. He's very happy, and so now he wants me to rebuild his MS290 as well. He brought this over about a week ago, and I said, neighbor, sometimes if I have neighbors that are willing to bring their saw over when I have convenient time, and they're an established customer, I will do a little bit of stuff just to diagnose their saw with them real quick. And we determined his motor is roached. He knew it was straight gassed. His worker straight gassed his saw. And he also bought one of my MS390s. Sad about the price I gave him, but money's tight for all of us, and so we got to pass kindness to our neighbors where we can, and I desperately needed money to pay bills with Uncle in the hospital, so we had to take a good loss. But nonetheless, it turns into more work, fortunately. I have been editing for about 3 hours, and I'm tired of editing. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I just want to tear into a saw to wind down for bed. Do you like how I wind down, neighbors? I break saws down. I know this saw extremely well. You need you a T27, an 8mm, a 3/4 socket, and a 13mm socket, and maybe some pliers and something to fish your damn fuel filter out with. And then you might need yourself a flathead as well. Okay, that's pretty much it. I know I can't go to bed right now because if this motor is completely roached, I do not have any MS290 or any MS310 or MS390 Meteor top ends or Highway top ends. And I absolutely refuse to pay the Meteor prices that everybody else is charging. There is one supplier that sells Meteor prices around what I do, but they're a China seller, and let's just say not all their Meteors what it's cracked up to be. I'll leave it at that. And so I refuse to buy from them. And so if we're not going to be able to salvage his cylinder, because he said, yep, I want to do the same thing, I want to take a chance. If you think you can, remove the piston transfer from the cylinder and just replace the piston. And if I know this cylinder is 100% roached, I have to figure out how to come up with the large amount of money that I need to place an order with Meteor in order to get some stuff direct from them. Because I can't just order one part. There is a minimum purchase amount that you have to purchase, and then you have to pay customs and all kinds of other stuff. And so I have to kind of see where I'm at. But like I said, plus I need to wind down. I think that's pretty much it, neighbors. I'll try to have the text at the beginning for those that want to avoid these intros and just watch the saw work. Should be able to tear this down in probably 30 to 45 minutes, given we don't struggle with our AV buffs, our AV annullers, because those can really be a nightmare on this saw. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see me. On this new phone, I can't, there's no option to flip the camera from front facing to rear facing when I'm shooting a video. When I was doing YouTube Live, I noticed I can do it, but I can't find the option right now, and I can't figure out how to turn it on. So I am unable to see the screen right now like I normally can when I give you guys my intros. It's cold as hell. I knew I should have switched from my jacket to my sweater. 3 damn space heaters running in this shed, and it's only a 10 by 12, and it's still freezing. And that's because it's below zero outside in Tennessee. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Don't think we have anything else to say. No, that's about it, neighbors. Let's get to work. Oh, damn it. I got to pause you and get a box, and then we'll get to work. Neighbors, I'll turn you down to the bench. Yes, I guess the other thing I wanted to say is I like working on Hayes saws because a lot of times people cannot afford to have the saw rebuild in terms of what the saw's value is. Based on so much stuff will end up needing replaced. That's common stuff you need to replace. And for the most part, Hayes keeps his sprockets replaced as they need. He takes care of his air filters and stores his fuel saws properly so that his fuel lines don't go bad and everything else. And so that's good because I know I can keep his bill at an affordable rate typically. The other thing we got to figure out is notice how close you are. You're not zoomed in at all. I got to figure out how to use the other wide lens camera on this phone because it's got like 3 or 4 cameras on it. It's weird. Okay, so we're going to start right here, take our air filter cover off. As I said, we're going to be able to clean that air filter most likely, and we'll probably not have to replace it. You can tell his guys were running it, and actually, damn Hayes, I think those guys not only straight gassed your saw, based on the top layer of dust, it doesn't look like it was getting a lot of oil. Damn it, and that's where I did myself dirty. I should have drained my fluids. But we'll do that in just a minute. Okay, so just this flathead to take off your air filter here. Okay. And I should have debarred it first. Damn, this take forever. This is why I like using drills. Hate hand turning. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for now. I don't want to throw it in this box and get everything all dirty. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go the easy way to take off his bar nuts carefully because these are in plastic threads on the other side. Let's see. Even his bumper strips, that one probably needs replaced, but they're always in decent condition on his saws. And so Hayes takes good care of his saws. And the reason I'm making sure I get footage on this, yeah, he's probably got a little bit more use left out of this sprocket. I'll let him decide. But the reason I'm making sure I get footage on Hayes' saw is because a lot of my neighbors like the YouTube experience. They like to see their saw worked on the channel and whatnot, and so Hayes seems to be one of those guys, and so that's why I am making sure I get footage on his saws for him. Okay, I need the air over here, and this one is dirty. The challenge is when you have other people that run your stuff, we are missing an AV buffer there, so we'll have to remember that. When you have other people run your stuff, they don't typically take care of it because it's not theirs and they don't care. Okay, you pop your grommet out this way for your carb. Okay, again, you guys know I never tear these down in any particular order. I just kind of start somewhere and start going. Pop your kill switch up. I think it's dirty. Oh, he's got a little, you didn't tell me he had a jerry rig here. It's got some redneck ingenuity. I actually like it. Wow. Did you do this yourself, Hayes? Not bad. You guys see what he's got here. Normally this has to clip in here. And apparently on his saw it has broken. Check it out. He's put himself a bracket with a flathead. So, that's not normally what you do. You normally just pop that out. So I'm going to move our wire out of the way. Okay. Our kill wire. Get that out of our way. And we will use this flathead here to take that off. And we'll put that right back there for him when we put the saw back together. Because I know he don't want to buy a new handle. I have a used one, but he carves all his information into his saws, so I'm going to assume he wants to keep it. So I don't want to lose that. Oh, excuse me again. Don't want to lose that. Yeah, this must have just been popping out on him. Sometimes they get loose. It's not broken. You can see it sits in that groove. It's not broken, but I do like that. I love that. Sometimes I really like to showcase the redneck ingenuity people might do, and that is one I really like. Yeah, he's still got the damn gas in his Hayes. I'm going to charge you a disposal fee next time, buddy. You knew this damn thing was straight gas, and yet you brought gas still. Okay, so let's get rid of our gas. This is not straight gas anymore, but... oh, I know what happened, actually. That's right. His guys mixed 2 gallons of gas with 1 thing of oil. One of the ones that's 2.4 ounces, I think it is, and supposed to only be for 1 gallon. Okay, so we get rid of that. I am going to put that back on for now to keep dust out and everything else. But I did that because we don't want to get shot in the eye by gas with when we pull our carburetor. Yeah, it helps if you take the 8mm nuts off, you guys. Sorry about that. So 2 8mm nuts here. Okay. Those off. And then you have a little grommet here. Okay. Put that in there, and now that should come right out. Okay, unplug your fuel line. It pulls right out of your impulse hose. You also have a grommet here. Got to carefully pop this out. Sometimes they are a little stiff. You can tell his intake boot is kind of worn thin, but as long as it's sealing back there, we're fine. We don't have to replace it. And even if we do, I got a bunch of them. Okay, there's that. Just looking. You guys know me. We'll go ahead and unplug our wire back here. Okay, that. Now I'm going to pop out the AV buffs. Hopefully they come, yes they do. They come easy on his saw, fortunately. Because his saw doesn't sit around, it gets worked. And then we're missing that one, obviously. So we'll get that part for him. Pop this one out here by the top handle, or by the handle here. Okay, there's that. And now we're just going to start taking components off. Now, the reason I am completely disassembling this saw for Hayes is because even though he didn't specifically purchase, I offer what I call a redemption pack, and that's where I don't just do just enough cleaning to redo your saw. I clean all the parts, and the reason I'm doing that is because, like Jonathan Luna, if I work on his saws and I go in depth in them, I'm going to clean everything for him. Certain customers, they just automatically get that because they're good customers. He is one of them. And so, go ahead and pull our chain tensioner out here because we're going to re-grease that and everything. And this is not additional labor for him, okay? So, normally it would be, but for him, when I'm doing a full rebuild, I will just be doing this on most of his saws that I work on for him. Chain tensioners can sometimes be a nightmare. You just gotta kind of get up behind it. And I'm trying to grab my second screwdriver here that's thicker. Okay, and just gently start working it out. Yeah, this one is being a real nightmare. Okay, and then we can grab it here as well. Hey, so your saw's being a dick already. We don't want to break it. It does not want to come out though, so I'm going to do a little pry here. Oh goodness. Oh yeah, it's stuck in there. And this is sometimes what I get for trying to go the extra mile for people. It costs me extra work sometimes, unfortunately. Because I don't need this out of the way, or that being dirty is not going to impact anything getting cleaned. It's just I like to throw that in an ultrasonic and put new grease behind it, okay? So pull this other bumper strip, pull the chain catch off here with your T27. Hopefully it's kind of bent. There we are. We'll see if he wants to buy a new one. That one's actually really weak. Okay, keep all our hardware organized. Over here, pop your retaining clip off with a screwdriver, pry against your shaft there. Okay, and then pull your retaining washer. Go ahead and he's got the 8-tooth sprocket, which allows you faster chain speed. Yeah, everything is being tight on this saw now. Okay, so I'm going to spray that with a little PB blaster to let it loosen up a little bit here. And we will go ahead and take our chain brake cover off. The saw is dirty as hell. We can find our damn screws there. Okay. There's one. There's two. Pop your cover off. Everything is stuck on this saw now. Holy shit. Everything, boy. Wow. Can't get behind nothing. Yeah. This is going to be one of the longer teardowns, I guess. Okay, there's that. Now, you see how nasty and dirty and all that is? If we're putting a brand new motor on somebody's saw, that really should just get cleaned up, okay? So, now, you're going to have a small retaining clip right here on your arm. Okay? And actually, I should just leave these parts on. Let's see. I'm thinking about it. Let me decide. Ah, damn, that sprocket does not want to come off. Wow. Oh, it's not even moving. Jeez. Troublesome here. Okay. Come on, baby. Alright, let me get our wrap handle out of the way. It's 7 T27s for your wrap handle. Okay. See, the thing is with this saw, almost everything's got to come off anyways. So I really, a lot of times, don't mind doing that extra hour of work. Just go the extra mile for the customer. And it just gives you a good name, good reputation. And it ensures they tell their neighbors about me. And that they bring me more work. So, like his 291, he was happy with it, and look, now I'm rebuilding another saw, and he bought a saw off of me. So, it just adds up in the long run. I knew we had one more. Right there. Okay, and then your wrap, just pop it out from behind this handle. Hey, your saw is being a dick. Wow. Okay, there's that. And she's really dirty. Really, really dirty, buddy. Okay, we'll go ahead and take our recoil off while we're letting that catalyst sit. That is 4 T27s. 1, 2, whoops, 3, and then the collar one for the handle, 4. Okay, put all that in there. Okay, and this rope looks, yeah, you might want to replace this rope, buddy. I'll check with you. Okay, that's the one thing I don't do all the time. If I'm keeping a customer's bill low and they didn't buy the redemption package, I don't take that recoil apart unless we have to do something to it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave I really want to get this damn sprocket off, man. That has to come off 100%, but it's just not wanting to move. I mean, it is just not wanting to move at all. It's not budging. Buddy, it is not budging. Wow. That sumbitch is on there. Wow. Okay, I do have another trick I can use sometimes. And they're really stuck on. I think it moved a little bit. This thing just does not want to move, man. Yeah, it is just stuck. Try some better pliers here, or Nippics. Problem is, my hands aren't big enough. It's not going to work. Nope. I don't know what to do here. I've never had a sprocket this stuck. Okay. Oh, man. It is just on there. Holy shit. Come on. I just can't get it to move at all. It's like it's seized to the bearing, and the bearing seized to the damn crank. I'm not quite sure what to do about this. If I can't get this off, we are in trouble. Okay, let me get my chain brake band out of the way. Pull that up right here, and we can spin it, and it will kind of unhook from the arm there, the lever. There we go. Wow. That was insane. That was intense, you guys. Okay. He does have wear to this sprocket. If I was rebuilding this saw as my saw to sell, that would get replaced. But he might want to continue to use it because, again, he'll replace it when he feels its life is over. So I will ask him about that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and try and get our clutch off. It looks pretty rusted. So hopefully it doesn't give us any issues like that freaking sprocket did. It definitely needs new springs, so we will have to rebuild that. Okay, here we go. Reverse threaded, remember. Yeah, that sumbitch is stuck. And my battery is dead, so let me switch that out. Might have to break out the breaker bar. Oh, is my fucking socket stripped? This is a brand new socket. Yeah, this socket has been spinning on clutches lately. Oh, that's because it's the wrong damn one. Okay. Where is my tricorder? Are you my tricorder? You are. There we go. Great. That was human error. Worm gear arm looks okay. We'll check that closer when we reassemble. Okay, now we can go ahead and get our oil pump off. Let's see, where's our T27? Okay, oil pump does have to come off. Oh, you know, I didn't check it for oil. I hope it doesn't have oil because I have tried to inform neighbors that, yep, 100% full of oil. Just completely full of oil. Which means it's going to shoot out of that line. So we'll have to drain that real quick. Okay, got the majority of our oil out. Now we will go ahead and take our oil pump off. Dirty ass saw. Dirt. Oh, dirty, dirty, dirty. More T27s, excuse me. Okay, and then your oil pump, you will lift it up. Okay, you have to disconnect it from the line, which is hard to see down here. I really hope that I haven't gotten out of camera angle here because this thing is zoomed in really tight. Yeah, another thing that's just everything is on this saw tight. The only part that I was worried about struggling with is the only part I didn't struggle with. Everything else, I'm kind of struggling a bit. There's an elbow over here that will pop off, but we don't want to rip our oil line. So I'm trying to get the oil line off without having to replace it. There we are. Dirty ass oil pump. We are mostly done on that side. Now we're going to go ahead and pop our top cover / rear handle off. We need to, actually, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. And you can just kind of pry that back here, but carefully. It doesn't always pop out. This AVM nuller will have to be replaced. It looks like shit. It's all ripped up, stretched out. And so it's probably going to come off hard. So I'll show you another trick I use. Take your screwdriver started in the front, a small screwdriver, so that you can feed this one through, hopefully, without ripping it, even though it's already ripped. Okay, and then you just take it like so, to the edge there, and pop it out. Okay, push your intake boot through. Okay. You got to push this grommet, this wire grommet down here through. Down here at the bottom, it's hard to see because it's all so dirty. Come over here. We're going to have to get our flywheel out of the way. I can't see the impulse because the saw's so dirty. So, normally I can pop the impulse off, but I can't see it. Damn arthritic hands. Okay. Loosen our nut here. Excellent. Grab our pliers and our hammer. Hold your flywheel with your pliers. Give that a good swift tap. Oh, it did come off. That time it did. Okay, there's that. Pull that off. It's stuck to the damn coil. There we go. There's that. Now I'll take this T27 out, holding your kill wire to the cylinder. And FYI, you guys, if you buy a highway or and pretty much any aftermarket top end, It's supposed to be coarse thread. There you go, sorry. It's supposed to be coarse thread. You're going to want to use a fine thread screw on that because they tap them for a fine thread, the aftermarkets. I don't know why. Okay, we'll go ahead and take our coil off as well since we're right here. 1T27 right there. Another one right here with a washer on it. We can go ahead and pop that wire right there. Okay, well, I thought it was going to pop off. It's not going to. But, oh, there we go. We will go ahead and do our impulse hose right here. Okay, pop that off carefully, hopefully. There's so much grime on this saw. This saw really is dirty as hell. You can definitely tell it gets worked a lot. Okay, there we are. Now we should, oh, we gotta remove our, I'm tired, shit. Gotta remove our spark plug boot, get that out of the way, unhook it from the shroud so that we can pull this up. Okay, turn it, and then just kind of shimmy it out of there. Usually it will shimmy right out. Trying not to bust knuckle here. There we are. And that's done. We'll leave our impulse hose on there for now. Okay, there are 2 T27s to the shroud right here. Okay, one up there and one back here on the flywheel side. There we go. And that removes the shroud. Like so. Okay, don't lose your little wire there. All that can go in our bucket. And then we will go ahead and take our muffler. Oh yeah, we already pulled the muffler. A bolt broke while Hayes was here because we didn't have time to let it soak in catalyst, and his muffler bolts and nuts are really rusted. So we will replace that. Okay, pull the front cover off there, pull it off your bolts, pull your gasket, and then just unhook your, slide your bolts out of your cylinder like so. Okay, there's all that. And then the final thing we need to do, we do have some oil coming out of our hose. At least for now, his tank vent is really stiff. That's going to end up breaking probably. Yeah, I don't know if that tank vent's going to be any good, but so we're going to leave that on for now. Okay, and then we'll test it by putting pressure through our fuel line. Okay, and then that's the other thing. We're not going to do it now, but before we reassemble, we will, we're going to, I can't speak, damn it. We're going to vacuum pressure test his fuel line to see if it's good or not. To see if we need a new one. Ugh. Damn, I hate being weak. Ugh. This is the kind of stuff that puts me in bed for 4 and 5 freaking days. Ugh. Tight as hell. Careful of your oil line on this one. Ugh. Okay, there's that. Get these out. Push your oil line aside there, which is also actually pretty stiff too. Damn. Nothing wants to come out of this saw. Said, no, don't take me apart. I should still be running. Why did those damn Mexicans put poorly mixed fuel in me? Why? Not enough lubrication. Okay, there's 3. There's our final one. Okay, and then you can go ahead and remove your cylinder and crank together usually. Our counterweight is in the way, so we are going to try and break the seal here. There we are. So that we can pull that up and we can get our crank out. I'll show you guys the scored to hell piston. Okay, piston rings are not seized in. And then let's go ahead and take a look at our cylinder and see if we think it's salvageable. Let's see. So here is our intake side. That looks fine. Then obviously you can see all the transfer, especially right there is the most right here. Okay, transfer. And we have some up at the top, but the challenge is, I think right here, I can't hold the light end. Here, let me see if I can show you. I'll hold the light here. Sorry about my talking the way I am. Right here. Yeah, I think we 100% have a scratch line. Yeah, we do. We have a gouge. I can already see. This cylinder is not salvageable. That sucks. Damn. I'm trying to show you guys, but I can't hold everything at once. I just can't do it. There's no way to do it. Let's see. Let me try the light in the armpit. Okay. Right here. I just can't see it on the phone. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, maybe on a computer screen, but right here, there's one line that runs straight up and down right here, all the way up, and that is 100% not transfer. That's a gouge. That's a scratch right there that we're going over. That's in the plating, not over it. You can actually kind of hear the difference as I go over the transfer, and I hit that. It gets caught inside of it. Okay, it's not getting caught on it. The transfer, it gets caught on it. This scratch, it gets caught inside. And this one's blatantly obvious. I won't even spend any time on this. Yeah. This is 100% roached. We can't save it. Actually, this other side looks scratched too. Let me see if I can show you the other side and then we'll be done. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit here. I wish I had a better way to show you guys this stuff here. You can see on this side as well, straight up and down right there where my light's sliding. That's a scratch, not a transfer line. And then on this side it is right straight up and down right here. Not this. This is transfer. Okay, this one's transfer, but this one here is just a straight scratch out. Okay, if you follow the light right up, yeah, you can see it now. Okay, that's scratching. All this right here is transfer. And then again, one more time, this line that goes all the way to the top right there, that the light's shining right on right now, that's a scratch out of the plating, so no good, unfortunately. So we will have to look at putting a meteor order in so that we can get Hayes top end. But that's part of the reason why he bought the 390, because he needed another saw. He's used to running 2 saws, but now obviously he wants to have a third as a backup, and to be able to run 3 saws when he needs to cut more wood in a day. So that's pretty much it, neighbors. Another 1127 series chainsaw torn down. Again, this is your 029s, your 029 Supers, your MS290, your MS310, and your MS390. All almost identical. The only difference is the bore size, okay, and the piston size. And so we'll get with Hayes, let him know what we found, and see what we're going to do. He already put a deposit, and so like I said, if he wants to pay a bunch of money to pay $50 more on a Meteor top end than I'm going to charge him, then I'll order it from a competitor. But I don't think he's going to want to. I think he'll want to wait, even though it might be a couple of months. We'll get a hold of Meteor and see what they have available for 290, 310, and 390 top ends, so that he has options. And it's only a couple dollars difference with me anyways on the Meteor top ends to buy a 290 or a 390 versus a 290. Actually, Meteor doesn't make a 310 anymore, so that's not even an option. So, I think that's it, neighbors. Like the video. Comment down below what the hell you think, what you're working on today, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and consider becoming a member. Until next time, neighbors, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. Oh, shit! For all the troopers like Ted Neitzel, by the way, Ted Neitzel, I recorded a video on January 11 when we had our text conversation that I'm going to keep private between me and you. And right before we had our conversation, I mentioned you, and that video is coming out tomorrow, which is gonna be in the past when you watch this, but I'll send you a message. I mentioned doing that, and I forget where the hell I was going with that. Damn it! It's the 025 cutting the 190 psi 025 video. Be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. I was saying, consider becoming a member. That was it, I guess. I love all 8 billion of you, even though I really, 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 really fucking suck at it. Till next time, neighbors, let's keep persevering.